Before we rise for a moment of silent meditation and pledge to the flag, today is 9/11, and I'd like to say that this is the day that we need to step back and realize the people who sacrificed their lives during this event and those who continue to sacrifice their lives for our freedom. There's nothing more important than this. We rise for a moment of silent meditation and pledge to the flag. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. As I said, it is 10 o'clock. It is September 11th. 18 years ago, we had 9/11 incident. We have two county commissioners here. Mr. Hawkins is not here today. So we'll move forward. We'll have consents and approvals. Thank you.
Morning.
Morning.
We have 34 exonerations for $8,624.86. Vouchers, General County Fund, $58,135.83. Call severance, $2,826.04. 911, $4,536.06. Camp Muffley, $5,910.83. Mason-Dixon Park, $2,015.97. Transportation levy, $833,207.86. Reallocated coal, $23,600. Assessor's valuation, $5,371.76. Purchasing card vouchers, General County Fund, $26,593.38. General School, $10,645. Magistrate Court, $29.35. 911, $407.62. Home confinement, $7,484.11. Camp Muffley, $632.63. Mason-Dixon Park, $142.24. Assessor's valuation, $867.10 for a voucher total of $982,405.78. Position vacancies for boards and authorities: the West Run Board of Zoning Appeals, Monongalia County Planning Commission, Monongalia County Development Authority, Camp Muffley Advisory Board, and the Abandoned and Dilapidated Enforcement Agency. Fiduciary orders for September 11, 2019.
Move for approval.
Second, probably moved and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Aye.
Exactly 10:03, which is right now, Flight 93 crashed by its hijackers. So I'm going to ask for a moment of silence at this time. Thank you very much. We will now have introduction of new employees and personnel changes, and we have the Honorable Sheriff Perry Palmer. Good morning.
Morning. How are you all today?
Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Oh, great.
I have with me Taekwon Roach, who will be starting a full-time court security officer on the 16th of September at a salary of $2,493.04 per month. Taekwon comes from Florida,
Yes.
and he come up here to play football. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh.
And he fell in love with West Virginia.
Yes.
He's got some law enforcement background. His uncle was the current sheriff down in Broward County, Florida.
wow.
So we're happy to have him.
Yes.
Awesome.
Move for approval.
Second, proper move in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. You came up at the right time because Miami Dolphins look horrible in this. Well, the Steelers aren't looking too much better.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Hey, welcome.
Welcome. Is there anyone else that we have for new employees? Okay, seeing none, we now will have comments from the public. Is there anybody who would like to speak in front of us? You can come on down. Is there anybody who would like to do that? Seeing none, we can move on. We have a proclamation, and this is Constitution Week. And if you would like if you'd like to, all four of you, or how you want to do it, to come up, introduce yourself, and do they have the proclamation? Yes, they do. Great. And if you'd like to just state your name, you don't have to say your address, but, okay.
Okay. Cynthia Harper, and I'm the Regent of Woodburn Chapter.
Edie Harper, Chaplain of Woodburn Chapter.
Joan Gibson, Honorary Regent of Woodburn Chapter.
And I'm Jean Mark from Woodburn Chapter.
Great. Well,
Vice Regent of the state.
oh, well, we're honored that you were here.
Thank you for having us.
Okay,
I'm going to read the proclamation.
sure.
Whereas it is the privilege and duty of the American people to commemorate the 232nd anniversary of the drafting of the Constitution of the United States of America with appropriate ceremonies and activities. And whereas Public Law 915 guarantees the issuing of a proclamation each year by the President of the United States of America designating September 17th through the 23rd as Constitution Week. Now therefore we, the members of the Monongalia County Commission, by virtue of the authority vested in us, do hereby proclaim the week of September 17th through the 23rd as Constitution Week, and urge all citizens to study the Constitution and reflect on the privilege of being an American with all the rights and responsibilities which that privilege involves.
Move for approval?
Second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Did you want to say something, because you have the time right now, and
Just that I appreciate your support in this and getting the word out again for reminding people how important the Constitution is. We are going to have a Bells Across America
okay,
on September 17th at 4 p.m. and would like to request if you would ring the bells of the courthouse, that would be wonderful. But we do invite the public to ring bells with us at that time.
September 17th at 4 p.m.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you give us the proclamation, we will sign it and
Okay.
make it actually official.
They want to take a couple of photos.
Yes.
That's fine.
Can Cindy get right there when you sign it?
Oh, yeah, we want you all to come back here. Yeah, well,
Excuse our mess, we're in, we
yeah.
have
You can see my,
Nothing compared to my desk.
active construction going on,
judgment
so.
here.
yeah, this is my, this
You
is.
should see my around
Here,
my
I'll let you
computer.
hold- Jane, you can hold it. We'll be.
You want to get back there and take a picture of all
Yes,
of you?
please.
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. She's our very humble Vice State Regent.
Wow, appreciate it. Okay, well, why don't you get here, so we get all three, yeah, but you three to get four together, see, 3 and 1.
Good at math there.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you all very
And
much.
look forward to seeing you on the September 17th.
Thank you, definitely, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
If you want to give me that, I will make sure we get a copy here, because I have to go for the minutes, and then I will mail this to you. Okay? Sure. You can just give it to Carmen in the back row. Give it to Carmen in the
Okay.
back row.
Okay, thank you very much.
Great. Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, well. Do we have any grants? Colin? Colleen? Good, come on down. I thought I saw you here. Wow.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have requests for reimbursements for the JJDP grant, the Voices 2, in the amount of $1,563.08. Another JJDP, this is the DMC portion, in the amount of $3,328.06. Day Report Center grant in the amount of $15,404.39. The VOCA grant in the amount of $5,803. I have the Governor's Highway Safety Program Click It or Ticket in the amount of $2,088.14. Impaired driving in the amount of $5,493.53. And Safe Communities in the amount of $4,352.52.
Do you have a motion?
Move for approval?
Second, properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. Okay. Great. Okay. Do we have any correspondence?
Just one item.
Okay.
Received a letter from Vicki Connor. She is a member of the Board of Directors
Yes.
for the Pantry Plus More program. Just thanking the commission for the grant for $2,500 for funding for the back-to-school bash.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any unfinished business?
No, sir.
Okay, moving on to new business. To consider for approval requisition number 19 for the Morgantown Industrial Park Series 2017A Project Fund.
The amount of the request is $253,061.70. $88,400 will be paid to the developer for costs incurred by them, and $164,661.70 will be paid to third-party vendors, Stone Paving and Morgantown Utility Board.
Move for approval with one exception.
Okay.
Second, go ahead.
Renetta, on this Schedule I at the top,
Okay.
could you just pen and ink that? They have the wrong number there. Total
okay.
amount disbursement of this requisition, they have 202. Could you correct that amount? Just pen and ink before Tom signs it.
Oh, I see that. Yeah.
Okay. So the motion will be,
It's just a typo because it's correct in the top of the document.
Right.
So,
okay, approve as amended. All those in favor say aye.
aye.
Aye, it passes. Okay, consideration of requisition number 33 for the University Town Center Economic Opportunity Development District Subaccount.
The requisition is for $357,325.38, and that amount is paid, is used to pay for the bonds.
Debt service,
Yeah, that's right.
Gotcha.
which still leaves the 100,000 in the account. So move for approval.
Second, properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Number 3, to consider approval of a non-binding term sheet with Longview Power 2 LLC and Longview Renewable Power LLC.
Move for approval.
Second, discussion.
Yeah, I'd like to say that this is just, earlier this year, after Longview announced that they were building a new power plant, we started discussions regarding a possible PILT lease agreement regarding this, and this is just the first step. Everything in this term sheet, other than the payment provisions, is still to be negotiated. So this is just the first step, but I'm glad we're here. I appreciate the working relationship with Longview. They've been a good partner, and I'm looking forward to extending this relationship once we get down the road. But I will caution, the last time there was a long process. They signed the agreement in 2003, started construction was in 2007, and the first regular payment was 2012. So we've got a long way to go, but I'm looking forward to the relationship. And I'm looking forward to working with the Development Authority, the sheriff, the assessor, and Longview.
Exactly, all 4 parties are here, and we do want to thank Longview. They've been wonderful in us working together, and we're looking forward to future negotiations and moving our county forward. With that said, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it passes. Okay. Consideration of request by Circuit Judge Deborah Scudero to allow former Judge Russell Clarges the use of courtroom number 3 to hold his forensics class on certain evenings in October, November, December with access to the top deck parking area.
Move for approval.
Oh, yeah, I'll come back to that.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Yes. D, to consider funding request by the McCurdy'sville Community Building for the fiscal year 2020 in the amount of $2,880.
Move for approval.
Second, do you want to just explain what we?
The commission, in its budget, set aside $30,000 in coal severance funding for community center projects. And they have written a letter, have attached estimates that they've received, and this is a continuation of projects they've had going on for ADA access to their building.
And they've been also funding too, so it isn't just, it's
Yes,
a
they've
work.
also raised funds.
Exactly. Okay, all those in favor? Oh, do I have them? Okay, didn't we? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Sorry. Okay. Reports from elected officials. Do we have any reports from elected officials? Yes, we do.
Morning.
The Honorable Mark Music, how you doing?
I had a couple things. One is, a few weeks ago, the state was in, state tax department, this was our year to be monitored. So we've been monitoring the last few months, and we had our exit conference a few weeks ago. And just to pass along, we did pass again, and very well. I mean, there was a couple of things here and there for our land studies, but outside of that, we passed everything 100%. You know, credit goes to that office as a whole for everyone that does it, but I've got to give a lot of credit to the appraisal side because a lot of this monitoring comes from that department in itself. As staff do get, as the state monitors the work the staff does out in the field by going door to door, selecting so many different parcels and go through just making sure that staff are doing what they're supposed to be doing with that. And also just giving credit to Michelle Wetzel, who supervises our field deputies, Chris Liller, who's our chief appraiser, Greg Stanley supervises our commercial side on the field, and Dave Donardi, our commercial appraiser, and Patrick Tinney, our chief deputy, for putting all the reports together and getting things lined up for the state to help them with their monitoring process. So, you know, that's good there. The other thing is thanking the commission again for the use of the front of the courthouse here for the last week of August. We had, wow, we were surprised the number of forms that were turned in, not only from the personal property side, but businesses who came up and dropped off their forms as they were going through. And questions, just people just want to get questions. Still, they had to go in, but they had the questions answered there and what they needed to go in, or they were still coming in to pay their taxes. But as a whole, we looked at probably 50 to 60 people that we were able to divert from going to both sections of the courthouse through that week. And Pantry Moore for the use of the tent. Commissioner Bloom, thank you for working with that. But we found it to be a success.
Good.
We're going to be meeting as a group to evaluate our whole summer as the satellites, which was very good, and look at what we want to do again next year. So that's another thing on our docket there.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other elected officials? Okay, seeing none, we're moving quickly. We will have reports from the county commissioners. Sean?
Since the last meeting, last Thursday, we had our MAP Executive Committee meeting, and then Friday, we had our extension building walkthrough. This past Monday, we met with the Mon County Development Authority Executive Committee, and on Tuesday, we had a joint use management agreement meeting. That's the group that is pulled together to manage the aquatic facility and track facility. Today we have regular business. Tomorrow is a full day. We have an extension building planning meeting, a red team meeting, and a development authority meeting. And then on Friday we have our extension building walkthrough. In general, again, I want to reiterate my appreciation for the gentleman at Longview. It's been a few fun months of negotiations, but I'm glad that we can get to the point where we can start negotiating an agreement. And again, I'd like everybody to remember, you know, the folks that passed on 9/11. Everybody's probably been touched by one individual. The person I always remember is Chris Gray, our former quarterback here, who was a really good friend of mine. And when I think of Chris, I don't think of him passing. I think of Chris, the times we'd go golfing and I'd see him behind a pine tree throwing his ball over. If anybody that knows Chris knows that he was just a character, and you'd never see him without a smile on his face. And he was, you know, it was a great loss, but there's 3,000 great losses that day, and hope everybody takes a moment to think about that today.
Thank you. I also want to thank the sheriff, the assessor, members of the Development Authority, and the director here, and the Longview Power individuals, showing the importance of moving forward, and again, basically come up with an outline for us to move forward. So I really do appreciate that. Yes, and I agree with Sean. There's probably nothing more important than what happened today, that we never forget what happened 18 years ago. And with that, I believe I'd rather just leave on that note. And I appreciate everyone for coming today. Do I have a motion to?
Move to adjourn?
Second, we begin. Thank you.